All right, had a good Thursday practice. Guys were moving around pretty good. Not a lot of corrections, so that's a good thing. Guys are fired up. Hopefully it transfers into Saturday. We'll see. With that said, questions.
Jared McDonald, Daily News here. I know you talked about Craig, said he was probably 50-50 on Monday. Do you have an update on him, and how's the rest of the team's health looking as well?
Overall, team health's pretty good. I would seriously doubt if Craig plays. He's trying to go. I think it'll be a game time decision. He's there maybe if we need him in an emergency situation. But I'm excited for Xavier Lane and Therese Trainer. Hopefully those guys can come in and make some good plays for us, and it's what they've been working hard to do. So now it's their opportunity. But we'll see game time. But I would say today he moved around decent, but I don't know if he'll be ready.
We had talked Monday about you guys trying to take some of those shots down the field. He probably has one of your best plays down the field in last game, the 36-yard touchdown where he mossed the guy. What do you lose when you lose a guy like Craig on the field if he's not able to go?
Well, you lose that big body that can go up and make the big catches for you, which he showed in the Liberty game. But Xavier Lane and Therese, they're the same size, big body guys. You got great height, great length. They don't mind going up to get the ball. So, that's why, unfortunately, losing Craig, that we'll see on game time. But, I'm excited for those other two. I think they can go up and get the ball as well. So we'll find out.
Coach, no Craig, and then obviously no Ja'Cour Pearson. Has there been any wide receivers in these past 2 weeks at practice that have shown that they want that number one spot?
I think, once we lost Craig, it really was just a matter of those other guys were behind them, and they've been waiting their turn. And then losing JP, Dayton Wade's been working extremely hard, and I'm looking forward to watching him play as well. And, we'll see. And then, Dalvin Smith is a tight end for us that we can do a lot of different things with. And he made a nice catch in the Liberty game. So, we got some bodies there, and so I'm not, nervous about the receiver position. I think we got some guys that are waiting in the reins that hopefully can become superstars.
Coach Jared with the Daily News. I know you said it was a good practice today. This is the second game that you've had multiple weeks to prepare for. You had Louisville to open the season. I guess, how does this week of preparation for middle compare to your other weeks, maybe where you feel like you guys are at in terms of being ready to play?
Well, we've had a lot of preparation. Feel good about the game plan. You don't ever know until the game started. All might be out the window. But as far as the preparation goes, we feel good about it. Guys have executed it pretty well all this week and had 2 weeks to do it. And, hopefully we can get off to a good start and kind of get that momentum and execute all these plays that we're trying to run. But, we feel good about the time, the preparation, all the things that we've been doing getting ready for this game.
Coach Gage Walker, a slow start to the season. How do you look to get him going this Saturday?
Really, Gage is not necessarily, and I know, and you think it's slow. We just haven't handed him the ball that much, to be honest with you. So we'll see how the game goes. Gage is a starting running back. Hopefully he gets his fair share of carries and is able to do something with it. I have no complaints about Gage's performance in the first 2 games. I think what was there he got. So we'll see how the game goes. But, yeah, we'd like to hand it to Gage a couple more times, and hopefully he can make some plays.
Coach Jared with the Daily News. When we had Coach Ellis the other day, he talked about Middle's defense and just how much stuff that they do. He said it might take a couple of possessions to figure out what they want to do that day. I guess if things do get started a little bit slower, I know they started slow against Liberty for you guys offensively in those first couple of possessions. How do you make sure you guys stay in it and just kind of bounce back, kind of like they had at certain points against Liberty?
You know, the game's a long game, and there's a lot of ups and downs, and no matter how you start, it's how you finish, more importantly. So whether we start fast or start slow, we just need to be in the game the last 5 minutes and then go finish it and go win it. So, you know, I've been a part of a lot of football games. Some started out great and ended bad, and some started out ugly and ended great. So I'd like for it to start good and end good. That would be the main thing. But we'll just see how it goes. But I don't worry about our football team. I know they play hard. I know they give their best effort. And I know they'll be fighting all the way to the end.
Coach White said that the guys have been pretty energized these past 2 weeks of practice. How would you assess how they have been bringing the energy for these past 2 weeks?
Really good, really good. And it needs to transfer to the field. I really feel good about our guys and them being all in and the energy. And you know, we kind of addressed that after the Liberty game. Everybody played hard and all those things. We didn't have the juice that we wanted on the sidelines. You didn't see that emotion. And that's an important thing in football. You got to have the momentum in your favor, and it includes everybody: the players, the coaches, the training staff, the operations staff. Everybody has to be a part of that to bring the energy. And they've done a good job the past 2 weeks. Now we got to transfer it into the game.
Coach, I know you talked about win or lose this game. Kind of, you don't think it'll determine the conference standings completely. You said a team could probably lose a game and still win the conference. But for you guys, with an 0-2 start, how important is this game just in terms of getting that first win out of the way and maybe trying to pick up some momentum heading into Marshall?
It's really important. Like I said before, it's not going to make or break our season. You know, I've talked about looking back on the full body of work, but there's no question it's really important. I mean, on so many fronts, so being a rivalry game, being the first conference game, need to be our first win. You know, at 0-2, you want to get your first win, and you know, and I'm sure Middle's looking at it the same way. You know, they need it. They need a win bad as well, and so both football teams are going to be extremely hungry to go out there. And so it should be a good football game and should be very competitive. But yeah, there's a lot to play for.